fictions,
Keep silence.
ideas,
No more
different
discussion. Listen
communication.
up.
And it is essential for connecting different parts of discourse and ensuring their clarity, avoiding their redundancy. It is the central aspect of coherence and coherence in the communication. Next. First is reference. This is the act of using the linguistic expression like in noun, in pronoun and description. It refer to something or someone that either explicitly or implicitly. Here, grammatical and lexical linking with the text or discourse and that connect the sentence and parts of text together. Here, it helps to maintain the flow and the structure of the message. Here, the logical organization of idea and way they are interconnected, and if they are not always explicitly stated, ensures that the text makes sense as a whole. Next, types of reference in discourse. So, first is anaphoric reference. It refers to something within the same text or discourse. Example, John was late to meeting. He apologized for the delay. So in this situation, he was late for the meeting. So then he apologized for the delay. Anaphora referring back to something that mentioned earlier. John went to store. He bought some bread. Here, John went to store and he bought some bread. Here, when John went to store, then he bought the bread. Metaphor referring forward to something that will be introduced later. When he arrived, John went to store. Here, when his friend arrived, then John went to the store. Exophonic refers to entity outside the text, typically project or individual in its behavior. She was sick. There is no entity. Her name is not mentioned. That who the entity is. Here in text, types of union, lexical union, it occurs when words are connected through repetition, synonym, or collocation. He was great, except his skills were unmatched. Grammatical union, it involves the use of grammatical devices as pronoun conjunction and ellipsis within sentence. I love reading books. This is my favorite hobby. So this refers to the ability of reading books. Next. Wrapping expression. Pronoun used to replace the noun or noun phrase to provide repetition and aid wrapping. Sarah bought a book and she loved it. Here, she refers to the Sarah and she loved it. In this sentence, it refers to the book. Demonstrative. The words like this, that, these, and those that help to point to specific entities or concepts. Here, I love this. I love. So this is the demonstrative. If definite noun, these refers to specifically unique entities. The Eiffel Tower is in Paris. So the Eiffel Tower, which is in Paris, it is a specifically unique entity which is only found in Paris. Indefinite noun like say, some or any use new or unspecified entities. Example, I saw a dog. A dog refers to any dog and there is no specific one. Coherence and reference. With reference to the overall sense and logical flow of text or discourse, it is closely linked to how the reference are managed throughout the text. The woman was walking down the street, she looked tired. There are two women. The first, the woman who is walking down the street, and then in next sentence, she looked tired. Woman, if coherence may be and here in conclusion, reference in text and discourse is about how to use the words to connect our ideas with people themselves. It make our speech writing more clear, vivid, and understandable. And by using these tools like pronouns and phrases, we link different parts of our conversation and communication through our text.
Okay, it's up to the class to interpret that. How the coherence is compromised. If you are supposed to read, the woman was walking down the street, she looked tired. Explain that particular point of view in the context of coherence.
The she used in the second sentence, it is used for the woman in the first sentence. It is the cohesion in the both sentences.
Anyone else? In the perspective of coherence, she refers to a different moment, not previously mentioned. Coherence will be compromised. How? Read both these sentences and justify. Anyone?
Woman was walking down the street, and this sentence is talking about the woman who is walking in the street, and then the next sentence she looked like I think it's another woman.
How?
Here, the
Yes,
essence of
you need to justify in that how. Develop a situation, enter into that situation, and then explain. Because it's a discourse.
Situations.
if there's a street and there's a woman who's walking, and then there's another woman who's also walking.
But for that, you need to present the visuals. Through text, how can you figure out? Like just by laying some stress patterns. Read it once again. Maybe she was walking for a long time.
For an environment. Yes. Like the woman was walking down the street, she looked tired. So here the intonation pattern is different. It means that she is another woman. And in the same sentence, the woman was walking
Okay,
down the street.
articulate the sentence so that it reflects that the two women are there.
The woman was walking down the street. She looked tired.
In the first line, there is coherence refers to overall sense. In the two sentences, they are not related to each other. That's why the coherence is compromised.
Anyone else? You know it's your in the context of coherence. Tabi, Yusuf.
It's not a coherent device.
Then you can use the dialectic expression there. Woman was walking down the street. She looked tired. Now, does it make sense? No, sir.
No.
Maybe there were two women that they were just walking, and the one she is now lethargic, sitting in a corner, and the other is just walking down the street. Now, in that situation, interpret that situation. Though interpret it once in that context. If you separate both the sentences, thus the woman was walking down the street, and then the indication is toward another woman. She looks tired. You may interpret in that situation in the context of discourse. Yes, there is possibility that both were going to reach at a point, and the other is now exhausted. Maybe she is sitting in a corner, and the second woman is just walking down the street. Now you can interpret like the woman is walking down the street. She looked tired. So that is the power of discourse. You may there's some sort of confusion is there. You need to remind to core text factors are there, supposed to clarify the context. Okay, move on.
That's all.
Conclusion.
That the syntax and discourse about how we use words to connect our ideas with people through our communication. It helps us make our speech or writing more clear, understandable. Through tools like pronoun names and phrases, we
Okay, now it's your presentation. So try to explain to the class how the coherence is compromised in that particular sentence. Because you have selected the content. In the context of cataphoric or anaphoric reference, it's okay. The woman was walking down the street, she looked tired. It means referring back to the woman, that is the anaphoric reference. Okay? And once you say the woman, obviously referring to the later on pronoun she. So in that context, the woman is same. But if the she is used for another woman, so in that perspective, coherence is compromised. Clear? In the syntactic structure, it's okay. But if the she refers to some other subject in the discussion, so obviously coherence is compromised. Okay, it was a good presentation. So, okay, who is next in the queue?